I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. As usual, no wait, you're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm Jimmy, I'm Zanazli.
And I'm Sherry.
Okay, as usual, we watch a local film and we review it. And this time we're watching a local film and we're reviewing it. And the film is called
Gemencheh boy.
I'm with my aunties from Gemencheh. Okay, so we watched Gemencheh Boys.
We did watch Gemencheh Boys.
Gemencheh Boys is directed by Chinese guy.
2 Chinese guys.
Yeah.
Gemencheh Boys is directed by Eric Ong and Jason Chong. And it's based on the true story of the Malaysia SEA Games 2017 winners in cricket.
Yep. Cricket. Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't like cricket.
but our daughter plays cricket.
Yeah, and then I learned to appreciate cricket.
Because our daughter was part of the first female cricket team in her school last year. So this year she's trying out again for the team. But she's very confident that she's gonna get
because she was already the main team last year, Standard 5,
but
Standard 6.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. But this is not about our daughter, this is about the Gemencheh Boys.
Yes, okay, so what's the film about?
The film is about the Gemencheh Boys.
Gemencheh is where my auntie is from, by the way.
So, Gemencheh is this place in Negeri Sembilan, in case you didn't know.
Nogori.
It's a story about these 6 boys who are friends, but they live in like a Felda, and they're always getting into trouble and stuff. So their discipline teacher tells them to join the cricket team because the discipline teacher, who is played by Pekin Ibrahim, is now the coach of the cricket team for the school.
She's the discipline teacher.
So like at first he's like, they don't want, so they do like all sorts of nonsense to sort of
they're like
try
very
to
nakal
ponteng.
kids lah, very nakal kids.
But at the same time they're also like very poor, and then they have their own sort of, you know, problems lah.
Each child has a problem. Right?
Was it really though? I
No
don't
lah,
really feel like each child had a problem.
not each child had a problem.
It was mostly that one child.
But each kid had some depth into their story lah,
correct.
into their lives lah.
So then basically it's just about how they then train to sort of win a cup lah.
They try to win. They try to win lah, basically.
It's one of those stories.
And then eventually, because it's a true story, right? Eventually, how many of them became national players?
3 of them
played cricket for Malaysia.
Yeah. That's when they won last 2017 the SEA Games.
And it all started out from
Gemencheh.
So, what do we think about the film?
Oh, we love the film.
I like the film.
I love the film.
It's a very, you see, you talk about it also, your choke one, you know, your throat, like want to choke like that. No, it's a very good film because it's
so funny. I think it's really cute.
Yeah.
The kids that are acting in it have really done such a good job. It's a really fun it's a really fun film, even though it's got quite like heavy subject matter, like all this like poverty and classism and
But
lack of opportunity and everything.
But that's what makes it. That's what
Yeah.
makes it great. It deals with a lot of deep issues, but done in such a way that, oh my god, it's fun, it's heartwarming, and you don't feel like you're pushing it down your throat or anything like that. It's great. Pekin, aside from the kids, right? Pekin Ibrahim was like, he's already a good actor, but it's been a while since he acted really well.
Or in a good film line.
Oh, in a good film. And this one is like, again, fucking a little bit chubby, but doesn't matter, Yeah, actually, like at the end of it, right, the credit mentions they have the footage of the real kids and the real grown-ups already lah, and the real teacher, right? You can see that he's a little bit more better looking than the teacher, but he got all the mannerisms, right? The way he hunches and everything. Yeah, it was like good lah.
It was very good. It was a really good film. Very feelsy towards the end. I like that it wasn't like a fairy tale ending, because it does show that sometimes you cannot come out of the situations that
sometimes
you're in.
You can't come out of the situation.
Sometimes it is just the way that it is.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good, because it isn't a fairy tale like Hollywood, like everything's fine at the end and whatever.
You can see the opportunities and you can see the success, but you can also see the black and greyish part of it lah.
Yeah.
I don't because this one is a little bit spoiler, right? So cannot tell unless you know the real story already lah.
Yeah,
right? So it's good. It's actually the way the film is done is very technically not so proficient, because any stereotypical problems that you find in a stereotypically bad local Malaysian film is there. But it really doesn't matter. All that really doesn't matter, because the story was good. The story was good, and here's the main thing lah. There is art. There is heart. There is heart in the film. In that film, there's heart. There's sincerity. I'm sure the filmmakers treated the characters and the story with a lot of respect. The teachers and all that, right? The teacher with a lot of respect, and I think they really cared about the story, and that translates into the screen.
Yeah.
And you know what? You don't really care also background, how they made the film or whatever. And we don't. I don't even want to question. How come the cut of the edit is like that? How come the shot is like that? How come the scenes come together so like what?
You don't really feel it also. Actually, you don't.
I felt it. I did.
I didn't.
I noticed all that, but it did not matter. And this is the best example of how films should be made. Technical stuff should not matter. Well, I understand if some people feel it matters lah, but it can be. You can overlook it if the story is good and it's done in sincerity lah. So I think it's also like that we do a lot of preventing and countering violent extremism content, right, with our documentaries and all that. And I used to always say that Police Evo, the franchise, the series, is like a really good CVE film.
Yeah.
Without pushing it down your throat. You probably don't even know that it's a CVE film that they're doing, right? Yeah, but they do it well. So Gemencheh Boys is one of those films that's like that. You don't talk about extremism or anything, but you can see that if you provide the right opportunities for a community, or even like underprivileged communities, right? If you provide them with the right platform, you provide them with the right opportunities, they can shine lah.
It was also a lot of guidance. Like they show that even with all of these things, it still comes down to really sticking to being dedicated to guiding them lah. Because there were a lot of times when you could see like they were kind of going astray here and there or whatever, kind of losing it or whatever. But you needed Pekin Ibrahim's character as the coach lah, really to steer them straight on that same course.
Yeah, but I was a little bit. One thing that I didn't really like about the messaging in this film was the teacher, right, Pekin, right, his character. He had to make a choice between his family and the kids.
Oh yeah.
And look, for me, family will always come first. Always.
Which is why we even watch cricket in the first place.
Yeah, we don't. I personally will never sacrifice anything else for the,
Except for basketball.
No, I will not sacrifice the family for anything else. But okay, right? And
except for basketball.
yeah, except for basketball. right? I've got basketball tonight. Yeah, that one was. I felt for Tokin Ibrahim's son and the wife. It kind of felt like they just had to just accept it that he's like that.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, kind of
Kononya
unfair
at
lah.
the end they understood, they saw it now. Why was it?
That one But other than that, this film at heart, it's very nice. I feel that this is a good example of how spirit plays a very important role if a film is good or not.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how you say if you cook right and you cook with love, it translates into the dish. You make a film with sincerity, it translates into the screen lah, and the audience will get it lah.
Yeah.
I want. Should people watch this film?
I was
not yet. Okay, go on. Sorry, I didn't know. Go on, please.
I was just gonna say that we keep talking about there needing to be more Malaysian films out there, and people always think that it's like, what are the Malaysian stories that need to be told, right? This is kind of like one of it lah.
Exactly.
You know, about little kids who are underprivileged and then, you know, and done well. Like, because there was a show that was similar to this before, which was Suatu Ketika.
Yeah.
And it was
That didn't done very well.
It was not done very well.
I should link the Suatu Ketika
even though it had, you know,
review here. We reviewed it, right?
Ibrahim,
We reviewed it,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
and Amron in it.
Yeah.
So when this movie came out, I really thought it was going to be like Suatu Ketika, but it wasn't. So it's been a good year, I think, for Malaysian films. It's not over yet.
Fairly decent, yeah.
But you know, with like Gemencheh Boys, with Imaginor,
Tiger Stripes.
it's really, the beacon of hope is starting to shine a little bit brighter lah. So great job everybody. I hope everybody just continues to push this and keep telling as genuine as possible Malaysian stories lah. So yeah.
I want to say, nostalgic reasons also. They play kites where they put
in the
broken glass on the thread. Oh my god, I used to do that. Taman Tasik Johor Bahru. And my father said, don't do that, it's dangerous. But we did. And I used to make kites myself using newspaper and the penyapu lidi and all that. Oh my god. The spiders, I used to catch spiders to fight. But my friends and I, every time we caught those spiders, we never knew how to make them fight. The only thing that we didn't do was the tarik, the kelapa thing lah, the daun kelapa thing. That one my father used to play. That one, we were urban kids, but in the 80s, you know. Johor Bahru city, but then there was no iPads or anything like that, right? No handphones.
So would you tell them to watch this film?
Oh, I would say go and watch this film. 100% go and watch this film. It's so good. And you rarely hear the Negeri Sembilan dialect in the media.
Yeah.
You know?
Any other dialect other than the KL Malay, really?
Well, Kelantan is starting to be very Utara has always been popular with the Anak Mami series, dramas and movies and all that, right? So the Utara dialect has always been strong, right? But you rarely see Negeri Sembilan, Nogori. I was just like hoping that they would use, you know what song? Poi Pokan, naik basikal, tengah malam.
They had their own song.
Apa daya?
Okay, anyway.
Motong gota, apa nak dikata? Yeah, but they had other songs, right?
Watch this film.
Watch it, and feel it, and it's a feels film lah. Oh my god.
Bring your kids.
Yeah, we brought
It's
Athena.
a really good film for kids.
We brought
I think.
Athena, and she was laughing throughout the show. She thought she was gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
You know,
but
like
she
these
did not.
twins, right? But she did not. I think the cricket thing pulled her in as well.
Yes.
Right? And I think it also gave her, and that's what I like about the film too, it gives hope. Like, I think she also sees, oh, look at that, man, they're national players, and you know, there's
Except
value
she's the
to
softy
it.
player, you know.
Yeah.
National player, but all need to go and join like TUDM or something.
No, because that's what they do with sports that don't have professional leagues. You get hired by like the military or the police, or even last time when I was growing up in the 80s, those when our Malaysian football league was not professional, these footballers would be employed by like a bank or a state government, and then they get paid, but they train lah, you know. It's like because they didn't have a professional league then. Cricket also. So when they have a professional league like football now, then they really don't have to. They don't get employed lah. They're fully professional lah. It's nice, and it's Malaysia lah. But it's good. Go watch it. Congratulations to Chinese boys.
Eric and Jason.
Stay for the ending credits because it's really nice to see.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah, right? Yeah, watch the ending credits till the end. It's also quite nice. That's it. So
Like this video.
Let us know what you think, right? Comment, you know.
Yes.
How do you like my rendition of Poipokan
Once enough.
Naik
already.
Basikal?
Okay,
Yeah.
like this video. Don't like this video.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms at FatBidin, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything. You've been watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm Cheryl Ibustaman.
And I'm Zara Azli's wife.